Hey there, YouTube. It's Justin the Junkie. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
The Bob Molly, so I can cipher God bodies from the John Gottis. Everybody a boss saying they time's money. Women injections leave them with the odd bodies. Babies having babies, wearing Old Navy, robbing old.
So today, this video is about, I'm gonna have kind of maybe a 4 or 5 part series on this. I'm gonna talk about what the tools that you're gonna need in the dump truck business, from kind of like owning one truck to owning 2 trucks to owning multiple trucks. So I'm gonna call it like an entry-level set, you know, kind of a medium experience set, you know, like once you get some more experience, what, you know, to make your life easier and to keep more money in your pocket. So this video is gonna be about what you need when you first start out, okay? These are things that if you're thinking about owning a dump truck business or buying a dump truck, this is some of the stuff that you need to acquire kind of before you do it, or if you have nothing, think about it in the beginning of what you got going on here, okay? Just because this is stuff that's going to save you money, A, keep your truck running, and B, you know, it just saves you money and it'll keep you to where you can work every day. Just remember this, the dump truck business, if you're thinking about getting into it, it is hard work. This is not like you buy a dump truck and you're instantly rich. This is not what this is. This is you buy a dump truck and you work 7 days a week and don't go on any vacations. Then what happens is you get more stupider as you go on and you buy more trucks. Really about what it is. So I'm gonna do a brief overview of kind of the things that I didn't have none of this when I started, and maybe this will help somebody out there when they get started on what to really buy and kind of narrow it down. Think of these type of things. A lot of this stuff goes together with a lot of maintenance issues that you're gonna have. I mean, maintenance will kill you, just all that type of stuff. And you know, you'll see that you'll add to the tool collection kinda as you go, as more projects kinda come along. I suggest not necessarily follow the same direction that I did, but just remember, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can own a dump truck and have a piece of shit, or you can own a dump truck and have some nice shit and have money in your pocket. What you don't want to be doing is don't rob all the money out of your company. Reinvest into your company if you find that, you know, if you find that you like it and you want to move forward, and reinvest in infrastructure, because when you get to multiple trucks, you will need infrastructure to stay working every day, guaranteed, okay? And here's another little thing for you guys that are just wanting to start in the dump truck business, okay? You're gonna drive the truck, let's say 10 to 12 hours a day. Most of the time, you're gonna work on it another 2 or 3 hours a day every once in a while, just to let you know that. So I'm gonna get moved around here, and then we'll start showing you what kind of the important things are that you need to have when you first start to help save yourself a reputation and money. Alrighty, the first thing that I recommend you buy is an air compressor. I'm not saying you gotta buy this air compressor, I'm saying an air compressor. I don't recommend a oilless one. Try to find you, depends where your shop is. If it's at your house, sometimes Lowe's, Home Depot, they'll have kind of a 30 or 40 gallon, maybe even a 60 gallon 110 air compressor, okay? That's kind of what you want to start with. Something in the $500 to $600 range, okay? That'll get you going. You got to think, if you get a flat tire, a road call is 95 bucks. okay, no matter what. Then they charge you for the tire, and then it's another $30 for them to change the tire, okay? So, you know, it can be $1,000 pretty quick if you just have, you know, if the tire's flat at your house and you can't blow it up. I mean, it's $95 for them to come put air in it. They don't give a fuck, okay? So air compressor would be number one. Okay, number two thing is gonna be oil changes, okay? So you wanna get you a drain pan that holds at least 15 gallons of oil, okay? Just remember, most diesel trucks take anywhere from 10 to 11 gallons, plus, you know, that's include what's in the filter, so you want to get something big. Now this one is kind of expensive. It holds 25 gallons, not recommending this. The first one I bought was like 200 bucks, okay? I recommend getting one with an electric pump to drain the oil back out of it. Now, along with draining the oil, you can get you a strap wrench, any type of thing like that. I like the Knipex big Cobras here. It gets around the filter a lot easier and all that stuff. It can change, you know, you got fuel filters you got to change. You got a bunch of shit. So just that, and a 1/2-inch ratchet. Most drain plugs are going to be a 1/2-inch plug. You can get a special adapter from Snap-on it, I'm sure somewhere else. But if not, you can shove this in there, no big deal. That's, you know, that's the thing. Now, just to let you know, you can take your truck to an oil change place. Usually it's about 250 bucks each time. And running a dump truck, you don't want to go any more than about 500 hours. If you're running conventional oil, that's about 10,000 miles. You want to change the oil and all that stuff. So those are a couple things right there. That's kind of 1 and 2 items. You know what I'm saying? Just, you got to change your own oil. Plus, doing a lot of that stuff yourself makes, you know, you get to look at your truck and find out what's wrong with it. That's what you're doing when you do maintenance, okay? You look at shit and go, oh fuck, that might be broke. Let's fix that before we have a major fucking problem. So, oil change stuff, number 2. The next thing you're gonna need, a good grease gun. I recommend an electronic grease gun or a cordless grease gun. You know, you can get you one of the lock and lubes to go on there for another 30 bucks. I recommend that. But a good quality grease gun, you're gonna have to grease. Depending on what type of grease you buy, you can either cheap out and have to do it every week because the shit runs out, or you can spend a little bit more money, get the Schaefer stuff, and go every 2 weeks. That's just more importance of how much time you want to spend relaxing at your house or working on the truck every weekend. Really your choice, not mine. I choose to go the more expensive route. It seems, the grease seems to last a lot longer. So I would recommend that. If you're looking for a grease when you're just starting out, I recommend the Schaefer's 223 or 238. So 290 or 238 formula number 2. That grease seems to last the longest, that of all the multitude of greases that I've tried. You know, I was trying some shit that was like $50 a tube. It didn't get any better. You know, the Schaefer stuff at 14 bucks a tube did all right. That's usually about what it costs. So grease gun. Alrighty. Like I said, you got an air compressor. Alrighty. You want to have a good tire pressure gauge, number 1, and a good lock-on key chuck thing. You want to have that, you know, for checking your tire pressures. Now, another thing that, like I said before in the air compressor, is you want to get a good set of tire spoons. I personally like the Keen Tool ones. They're like 50 bucks on fucking $50 on Amazon. Really, not that much money. There's some videos that have links to those in there. Now what you want to get you is some type of lube. to get the tires off. This is what I use. I like this Napa rubber lube. I think this thing's like 23 bucks for a gallon. It'll last a long time. Drill you about a 16th or something hole in the top of it, use it to squirt it out. Alrighty. Now, when you go to put the tires back on, you're gonna need some type of lube, okay? And I like this black lube right here. I've tried it, I got me an applicator. You just rub this around the tire. What it does is it helps you seat the bead, okay? And it stays on there. I forgot one thing. Also, you're gonna need a cheetah, okay? They're under 100 bucks. Let me go show you what that is. But this black lube is what I seem to like the best. It works really well, you know, it doing whatever. It's made by Blackjack. I think this stuff was 150 bucks. Again, you don't need one this, I got a 25-pound pail. You know, again, this is, but I've had this type of stuff for a while. I started out with a small gallon one. It lasted a couple years, and then I stepped up to the big boy. Let me go get you a cheetah and show you what that is. You're gonna need that because, again, anytime that you can save money mounting tires yourself, you gotta think of it. Most dump trucks have 10 to 18 tires. So tires are anywhere from 250 bucks to $400, okay? Or 800 bucks if you got floats on the front of it. They charge you $35 for a float and $15 for a drive tire. And I think like lift axle tires under 22.5s are 30 bucks too. So that's huge money when you're already talking about a bill that could be 3,400 bucks. Now you're looking at $4,400. Ridiculous. Mount tires yourself. Alrighty. Here's the cheetah. You guys know all this works. You fill it over there, ba-boom. Blows out air to help seat the bead. You get that. The next thing we're going to talk about, tire plugs. Okay? I recommend don't buy them from Napa or whatever, you know, because they don't have the right ones. They have ones made for automotive tires. You're going to need some big bastards. So you can go to any like truck place, Truck Pro, fucking Fleet Pride, whatever the fuck they call it in your city, and get you the Safety Seal truck tube or tire plugs. Okay, this is going to save you a lot of money. Okay, right here, plug in your own tires. You can do that. I keep one of these in the truck that I drive because I'm the only one that plugs tires. Now you're asking yourself, why do I have a drill bit set? Well, this drill bit set goes with, okay, the tire plugging tube, because what I will show you here is 5/16 drill bit. If your thing is smaller than that, you just got a little screw in there, it sucks to get that plug in there. So what I do is I take a 5/16 drill bit, drill out the fucking hole, plug slides right in, okay, no fuss, no muss. Put your air back onto your truck. You know, if you have air on your truck, make a little air valve so you can fill up tires. But I'm gonna tell you, the drill bit trick works amazingly, okay? Now we're gonna kind of get into some tools, okay, that I think you should need, all righty? The first thing, hammer, okay? I recommend you can either get some kind of wall-up hammer and maybe a 10-pound sludge. This will also let you beat beads off the wheels, or you know, you gotta get a mud flat bracket back into position. You're gonna need to hit something, all right? So hammer, okay? You're gonna need some impacts, okay? I recommend a 3/8 impact, not an impact driver, a real fucking impact, alrighty? And a 1/2-inch cordless gun. With Big Dick Banana Hammock, you can take semi wheels off with this motherfucker. So there's no need to buy a big 1-inch air gun unless you feel like you need that, but this is, we're trying to save money, so we're multi-purposing a tool, okay? Most Bud wheels or typical style wheels nowadays use a 33mm socket. You're gonna need that, okay? So any type of drill like that. Alrighty, another thing, cordless drill, okay? This goes with the tire plug thing, but I feel like everybody should kind of have a fucking drill. You don't need a saw, you need a drill, okay? Moving right along. The next thing is you're gonna need some sockets, okay? Now, this one used to ride around in another truck that I have. It's just a 3/8 set, okay? You're also gonna need a basic set of wrenches up to about 1 1/8 inches. You could do a lot with a basic set of wrenches. I didn't get the set out of my Street Beast that I should have, but you're gonna need a 3/8 socket set, a set of wrenches up to, you know, from 1/4 inch to 1 1/8 inches. I recommend buying the one from Napa, the Carlisle one. You can catch it on sale for 150 bucks. Great set, lifetime warranty. That's what you wanna buy, all right? And you're gonna need a set of 1/2 inch sockets. Alrighty. I have this set because it's a really good set from Capri. Okay, it goes up to 1 3/16 inches and it has metric up to 24. But you get 1 1/8 inches, 1 1/16. That's gonna be a lot of stuff. This Capri stuff, really nice, worth checking it out. Also Napa Carlisle too, no big deal, but this is the type of set that you want to kind of have at your house or whatever, you know, on your workbench or something like that. You could do a lot working on these trucks with that. You know, like lift axle shocks are 1 1/8 inches, okay? So you need, that's why I said 1 3/16 wrench set, something like that will get you by, you know. So that's again on the beginners. Okay, another thing you're gonna need, zip ties, all different sizes and flavors, okay? I recommend a good flashlight, okay? A Chinese fit-all, all right? And this is back to Tire Tools, a valve stem core remover. Makes it a lot easier to get the air out of the tires. That's good. You're gonna need a good 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. I like a flex head ratchet about medium length, all right? You don't have to get snap-on, it can be anything, and get you a 3/8, all right? Flex head, very important, okay? Now, the next thing that you're gonna kind of tackle, and this is kind of getting to the end of the beginner's tool set. You got your wrenches, your sockets, all that type of stuff. You guys understand. All right, the next thing you're gonna be messing with is electrical, okay? You are gonna be into electrical. If you have dump trucks, I'm gonna tell you right now, you are gonna be into electrical items, okay? So what I recommend is a good multimeter, okay? Don't buy no junk, okay? Think of good multimeter so you really understand what you are doing, okay? I like this Fluke 88. This thing was like 500 bucks, but you know, I trust it. Got really good leads. It fucking does really well, okay? Then you're gonna need a test light. Actually, these snap-on test lights, no good. George, you guys know him as Truck Mechanic on YouTube, and Erico, they both said that they've had problems with this test light. So actually, I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight and get one of their cheap incandescent bulb test lights. And I'm gonna start making some things like Erico does. He has those little test light plugs, but we'll get into that. That's in the more advanced set. But just a good test light. You're gonna have to check power, ground, all that type of shit. Alrighty, electrical tape. Get a bunch of it. I like the Scotch 88. It's a little bit heavier duty for the dump truck type stuff. I recommend that. Now, and you're gonna need a whole bunch of electrical connectors, okay? Get the ones that are heat shrink. Don't get the cheap, shitty ones from every fucking hardware store that just have the plastic coating. Not worth a fuck. You're gonna be chasing green crusties all over the place, okay? Heat shrink fucking connectors. Butt connectors, clip style connectors. You're gonna use a lot of butt connectors, all right? And then with butt connectors, I recommend this style butt connector clamp. This is a ratcheting one. This is the one that I got. You can get them from other places. This one was a little expensive. It's actually twice the money as the snap-on one, but this style ratchet connector right here, not that old style that you saw me use before. This one, never fail you. And a good set of wire strippers. I have these Blue Point ones. The reason I like these is some wire strippers you have to pull. They have a less up here, and you can really get in and pull out what you need there. So that is kind of, 10 or 12 things or whatever that I think you need when you start a dump truck business. This is just going to help you keep your truck working, okay? Just remember this. When you take your truck into I call it the dealership or any other truck place, it gets expensive very fast because you have to look at real world numbers. And I'm going to talk to you about real world numbers and what that means. Real world numbers is if that truck, let's say it makes $500 a day for you or whatever it is, your daily allowance, all right? Now, if that truck's in there one day, it cost you $500 because you didn't get to work the truck that day. And then it cost you whatever the repair is on top of that. When you're in business, you have to think of real world numbers, not about the repair cost me $1,500, but it was there 3 days. So no, it didn't. It cost you $3,000, okay? Anytime you have downtime in the trucking business, no braino. You ain't making no money. Fuck that. This will be simple stuff that when you first get your truck, before you have your truck or right after you get your truck, this is what you need to invest some of your money into, is places like that. Alrighty? So, like always, go check out the Patreon account if you want to support this channel. If you like this series, let me know in the comments section if you guys have anything you would like to add to the beginner's set of the tool set. And check out Junkie Shop Time, Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias. Alrighty, use those Amazon links down in the fucking description. You don't have to buy nothing, just use that if you want to purchase some stuff off Amazon. Helps me, helps the channel out, helps me make better and better content for you guys. And like always, thanks for watching, and I gotta fucking go.